Welcome back to Ion Radio. I'm John.
And I'm Ken.
And today we have an Armada episode for Season 2.
That's right. Today, John, what did you bring?
I have a trench fleet, which will be the first time I've been playing a trench fleet on this channel.
And I brought a Plo Koon fleet. I think Plo Koon right now is one of our favorite Republic admirals. So we're going to see how well I do. I think this is my second attempt with him.
Yes, it is.
This ought to be interesting.
Big shout out and thank you to all of our Patreon members. If you would like to join, there's a link down below in the description.
All right, so let's get right to the fleets and then to the action. Coming in at 394 points is Plo Koon on an Acclamator I. On board is Ahsoka Tano with flight controllers. We have Flak Guns, boosted comms, and everyone's favorite, the Swivel-Mount batteries. We have a Counselor class Charger C-70 with Clone Navigation Officer, the Radiant 7 title, and CommsNet. Moving on is a Pelta Medical Frigate with Bomber Command Center and the FB-88 title. And then we have a Counselor class Armed Cruiser with Reactive Gunnery. Have a whole mess of squadrons. We're going to start out with Oddball in his ARC 170, a generic Delta 7 Aether Sprite, 3 ARC 170 Starfighters, and 3 more V-19 Torrent squadrons.
Here is my Admiral Trench list, coming in at 398 points. Admiral Trench is on his flagship, which is a Providence-class Dreadnought. His co-pilot is Wat Tambor, brought along local fire control, flak guns, point defense ion cannons, DBY 827 heavy turbo lasers, and linked turbo laser towers. My second ships is the Munificent class comms frigate with Teaks and linked turbo laser towers. My third ship is a hard cell class transport with parts resupply for fighters. I brought the Phallic prototypes. I brought Dis T-81 and then 6 generic Tri fighters. My goal with this is to see if I can make Trench worthwhile as a commander.
John gave me the following items for his objectives. I have superior positions, contested outpost, and surprise attack, because John always gives me those. I have decided to go with contested outpost because I believe I can probably do enough damage to get around the fact that there are 120 points that he might gain out of this objective. So here we go with the Republic setup. We got Plo Koon on an Acclamator, Radiant 7 hiding along the side. Everything moving at speed 2, with the exception of Acclamator running at speed 3. All my fighters are set up with the V-19s and the ARCs and a Delta over here. Just hoping to kind of come in around and flank John's fleet.
All of my ships are going speed 1. We have over here my hard cell with parts resupply, my Munificent, and then Trench is flagship. All my squadrons are off to the side over here, just waiting to move forward.
First activation of the game, C70. Nav, we're going to take that as a token, and then just move forward too.
We're going to go with the hard sell. It's going to reveal a nav. We're going to take it as a dial. And we're going to drop to speed 0. And we're also going to use parts resupply to toss 1 token out to my big ship. And that's the turn.
Radiant 7. Nav, we're going to take that as a token. And then CommsNet that to the Acclamator. Move forward, speed 2. So it's locked in there going straight, not slightly cockeyed.
We're going to go with the Providence. It's revealing a Navigate. We're going to take it as a token, and then we're going to move forward with a slight turn. Like that.
FB88. Nav, we're going to take that as a token, and then move speed 2 up. Come on, get in there.
Going to go with the Munificence. We're going to take a Navigate. We're going to use it as a dial to drop to speed 0.
Plo Koon. Squadron. We are going to take that as a token. And then just stay at speed 3 moving forward. Squadron phase. Let's start getting some of these fighters moving forward. So, 2 Arc 170s, which will just move like so.
We're going to move 2 Tri-Fighters all the way over to here.
2 more Arc 170s, so we have Oddball over here. He's going to start moving up. Almost coming off of his stand. And then the other one is just going to move forward. Like so.
More Tri-Fighters are going to make their way over to here. Like that.
Start getting some of these V19s into play. This is just going to land on the asteroid there. This one is going to hang out just behind them to the side.
2 more Tri-Fighters. We're just going to start filling in this little bit of space as we just reposition.
So final 2 squadrons for me. This V19 is going to go here. And I got 1 left, the Delta. We're going to put the Delta. We can go all the way up here, but I think we're just going to leave it right there.
My 2 aces are going to just hang out right back here. At the end of turn 1, I will control the station for a victory point token.
Activating Radiant 7. Nav, we're going to use it as the dial. We're going to jump up to speed 3. And do this.
hard sell, mistakes were made last turn, taking a nav, taking it as a token, and hey, that's what I'm doing.
Take the other C70. Nav, I'm going to use the dial. I'm going to drop down to speed 1. I need these fighters to be further out of the way, and I think, John, you will get to reposition that one. So I know you want to do that. And, okay.
Blam. I'm going to use my 1 pass token.
So, because I have to do that, we're going to activate the Pelta. We're going to take the squadron dial and use it as a token. Staying at speed 2, because Peltas only move at speed 2. I believe I'm going to overlap. Definitely those 2. But I will not hit the asteroid. Close.
Regardless of where I put them, you can activate them.
Yep.
So we'll put this guy there and have enough space to fit this guy behind him. So dials right there. We're going to activate the Providence. It's going to be revealing a squadron, and I don't think I'm going to squadron at this time. We're going to wait another turn. So we're going to take a token. And then we're going to see what we can shoot. I'm going to throw no dice out the front, and instead out the side we're going to shoot this ship.
Okay.
So that's going to be 3 red dice. 3 red dice at you, Ken. And then we're going to LTT this blank one. For you can't evade, take 3.
Alright, so we will redirect to my right side, starboard side. Push 2 there, so 1, 2, and 3.
That is my only shot. So we're going to move 1 straight ahead.
So we're going to activate the Acclamator. Have squadrons. I really don't want to use them right now, so it's going to be a wasted dial. With no shots, we're just out of range, so we're going to stay at speed 3. And we're going to take our turn and dive into the Munificent.
Here we go. Munificent is going to be revealing a squadron. And we are going to use it to activate 3 Tri-Fighters. And we're going to fly them over to here. And then we're going to shoot into your front. So I'm going to just move them all if you're fine with that.
Yeah, that's fine.
So we're going to move the ones that are over here. I want to be at whatever range. Like that. And then I'm just going to move the rest because clearly. Something like that. And let's attack into the front. Tri-Fighters are black dice, so here we go. That's going to be a blank.
Okay.
That's going to be a hit.
Alright, so, and Tri-Fighters are not bombers, correct?
Correct. That's just a
I'm
damage.
only going to take 1. We'll just take 1 off the hull.
And the next one. Wow.
Okay.
Okay. Cool. That's 1 damage. 3 squadrons. That was worth it. And then we're going to take 2 shots. Oh, sorry. Also, Tykes. Before I move on any further. Okay, so Teeks has a squadron because I revealed a squadron token placed on him. And then my Munificent has a nav. So let's go into shooting. We're going to throw 2 dice straight ahead. So 2 dice into Radiant 7. That was a double. And then we'll LTT this one. Hit crit.
Wow, you're loving this hit crit thing. We're at long range, right?
We are.
So we are going to cancel the double. And I'll just take the one on the front shield.
Perfect. Side shot just at long range into the front of that Acclamator. 4. Can't salvo, take 2.
This is your last activation, right?
It is.
Brace it to 1, redirect it to the right side.
Perfect. And then we're going to spend the token to jump to speed 1. And at speed 1, we are going to do this.
On to squadrons. Let's get some of these squadrons a little bit closer. There's 1. And 2.
We're going to move this guy to lock down both of them. Right there. And then this guy is going to move to here.
We're going to move a couple of my... station does not obstruct, does it?
No, it does not.
Well, then I'm not moving past this asteroid. And Oddball is going to go as far up as he can. Like so.
Generic, gonna slide in here. And my snipe guy is going to slide in there as well.
We're going to move this tri-fighter. It's Arc 170 over here. As they move at the blazing fast speed of 2. And this guy somewhere around here-ish, I think.
Just sliding in. The rest is going to be you.
This V19 can pretty much touch the other V19. I want to be out of range 1. So if I plop him down here, it should be good. I bumped him a little bit. And then the other guy, Aether Sprite. Here, I believe we are not engaged with. But hitting all these things.
Okay, that is the end of the round. I will gain a token for controlling the station. At the start of turn 3, Trench is revealing a engineering.
All right, let's start with the Acclamator and Plo Koon. I have a squadron dial. We're going to use it as such. When I reveal that dial, we're going to put the swivel mounts on the front. So let's start with squadrons first. So we're going to do a squadron command. And in this case, because of the token that I'm going to use, lets me do 4. I'm going to give Snipe to via Ahsoka to the Delta 7, this V19, and I'm going to, just for giggles, give it to the Arc 170 over here.
Okay.
All right, so now my first one I'm going to activate is going to be this V19. I believe we are in snipe range of the Tri-Fighter here. We are. And we are going to fire. So that's 3. Then with flight controllers, I get a 4th one, right?
Correct.
Okay, so here we go. 4 blue dice on that Tri-Fighter for 2 hits. I can swarm a snipe, right?
Correct.
So, there's 2. It's got to be in the bottom part, right?
Yep. Or at least in it.
There's 3.
That try is dead.
Right, and then what I'm going to do, because I need to, I'm going to move forward and lock down your group of fighters over here for the moment. Like such. Second thing I'm going to do is move this Arc 170. Let's see if we can actually get within bombing range of your Munificent. Looks like we're good.
Yep.
Okay, so into the side of the Munificent. 2 blue dice. We have Bomber. So what do we got here? We've got the accuracy and the hit. So here's Plo Koon. I'm just going to put him over here so I don't forget him. And I could, well, it's a bomber, right? Let's re-roll this with Bomber Command. So 2, and we're blocking out your redirect.
Okay. I will take 2.
Let's activate this V19. We're going to get right up into their grill and start attacking. So I should not be engaged with the guy back. For 2, and I can swarm. For 2.
I will counter you with 2. Take 2.
Can't do anything about that, can I? Alright, well, the Delta does have snipe. Make sure it's engaged with those 2. And move those. We're going to move the Delta up. Delta's 3. It's snipe 3 plus flight controllers is 4. And we're going to go after the one on 1 health. Just knock it out. Take 1 hit. For 4. Should have gone after the other one.
Oh, it is dead.
There's my 4, so this is done. Now the main attack. My front to the side of the Munificent. Jeez. And then swivel in a black now.
Correct.
Great.
3 damage?
Yeah, I don't think I can. Plo Koon's only one squadron, right?
Yeah, he has nothing to do with anything. So we will salvo you back, and we will just redirect it to the rear.
Okay.
Boop, boop, and then we will do the salvo. Salvoing you back into your front for take 2.
I am going to redirect that over to the side, so that's 1 and 2. And I think I've got 1 long-range shot my side to the side of your Providence then.
Yes, you do.
So ordinarily 2, but because of swivel, I drop 1, and you get 1 hit.
Okay, I will salvo you.
All right.
And that is it, and I will take 1 damage into my side. So at this range, because I have Flak Guns, I can add a blue dice, so it will be a red and a blue, into your side. And then we will change this with DYB, blah 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 blah, to a crit, so take 2. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to re-roll it with
LTT.
LTT, and then we'll do that
And then
instead.
we'll yeah. So we'll just take the 2. 1, 2. All right, now I got to move. For speed 3. With the token, we're going to drop to speed 2. We're going to overlap a whole bunch of squadrons. So this is going to wind up 1 here. I'm not going to ram you, and even if I did,
This guy will be overlapped regardless.
so he's being overlapped. I'm not going to run into you. Place this.
I think we're gonna do that. Just like that. Okay, we're gonna activate the Munificence, and this time we'll probably do it right. So we're doing the squadron, and we're gonna teach to put a squadron on here, which then gives me a token, which will be engineering. So what we're gonna do is we're going to spend the engineering to do trench things, and now I get a token and a dial. So I get 6 engineering points. So we're going to move 2 shields from this side to this side. And then, so that's 2. And then we're going to regenerate an additional shield here. And put a shield onto the rear. That's not too bad.
It's pretty good.
And then we're going to activate some squadrons. And like at this point I'm like, do I go after squadrons, ships? What do I do? And I think the answer is I go after ships. So we're going to just activate both of these, and then I'm going to move them afterwards. And those are going to be the only 2 fighters that I choose to activate at this time. So we're going to shoot both of them right into your front.
Okay.
You have no shields to redirect to?
I believe not. No.
And I'm just going to roll them together then. Because it's just either 1 damage or 2 damage. 4 take 2. Those are both your front
2
shields.
individual ones, so yeah, just take 1 and then 1.
And then they're going to move. And they're going to move over to this cluster over here. And then we're going to move on to some shooting. So what we're going to do is we're going to shoot out my side into your front.
Okay.
And see what we come up with. We will LTT this.
Okay. I think I know where that accuracy's going.
We will block your salvo, and you can take a critical.
Yeah. Let's see. What is the crit, John? Crit is projector misaligned. I guess I lose my rear shields?
Yep, that's all your shields.
Alright. Well, that's an okay time to get projector misaligned.
Yes, it is. Okay, and then we're going to take a long-range shot from my front to the front of this Pelta.
Alright.
That's going to be 2 red dice. We will re-roll this one. Or take 1 at long range.
I'm just gonna evade it.
Okay, and then I have to move. And we're going to do this maneuver.
So I'm going to activate the Pelta, and using FB88 I am going to discard the top command dial, which shows a squadron as my next one. So we're going to use the squadron as a dial, and ooh, I do have a token. And I think I'm going to go ahead and use it. So we'll activate 3 different squadrons. Let's start out with the ARC 170. We can get right up into your grill. And we're going to bomb you. All right, here we go. with bomber. Take 2.
Okay.
Let's move Oddball up. I can get right behind the other guy as the fighters are falling off. Same thing, except he's also 2 blues. All right, we'll go ahead and Plo Koon up. Lock your brace, take 2.
I will just take 2.
One more activation. I'm going to move that V-19 that's over here. I believe we're within medium range. Yes. And do the same thing, although I think we're attacking with a slightly different. 1 black. Not a bomber. Okay, so let's...
I'll take a hull damage.
Okay. Now I'm going to shoot at you for real. So my front to the front of your Munificent, 2 reds and a blue.
Yeah, those are my dice. So that's a crit?
I can't do squat, I don't think. So yeah, you get a crit.
I don't want a crit. So we will discard the redirect to move 1 over to the side that has 1 shield.
And I don't have another shot because I think we're at long range over here and it's all obstructed, so I'm just going to move at speed 2 right now. And I'm just going to move right into you. That will ram you.
Okay.
I will wind up overlapping Oddball. And I will overlap him as well, I think. So Oddball and that guy. And we both take a damage.
We'll go with the Providence. We are revealing a squadron. We will use it as the dial to activate 4 squadrons. At the same time, we're going to spend this token. We'll look at that. It's a token and a dial. We're going to get exactly 1 shield back with that. It was very well used. Look at me use them. So let's activate 4 squadrons. I'm going to activate the 4 squadrons that haven't activated yet, Ken, and they're all going to move into the front of your ship and attack them, so I'm going to just do it as one big bush.
Yeah.
Just because there's no reason not to. So there.
Might as well click him as activated too while you're at it.
That's true. Like that. And then we're going to roll a handful of dice into the front of your ship.
Yeah, because I've got...
You have no shields left.
Nope, no shields left, so really all I can do is... I guess I could salvo one, but why?
Here we go. Take 2.
Mm-hmm.
You have, what, 4 left?
Yes.
I will not probably be able to kill you. So now we're going to take an instructed shot from my side to the front of your ship. It's going to be 3 reds and a blue. We will drop a red because the evil. And we're going to roll into the front. I need all hits and a structural and an accuracy. So I need that bonus dice out of nowhere. Here we go.
Well, there's the accuracy.
We can block your brace, and you can take 3, and hopefully you pull a structural.
So I'm taking 3. You're blocking the brace. This is an obstructed shot. We're at medium range though, right?
We are.
So the good news is I can leverage my flak guns here. So I'm going to go ahead and salvo. So let me take those 3 first. The crit is shield failure. John, you may choose 2 of my hull zones.
It doesn't do anything. So that leaves you at 1 measly health.
1 measly health. One of your favorite things to do, John, is leave me at...
Yeah, exactly enough health so that you get 1 more activation on the first of the next turn. Yeah, it's amazing. I love doing it. Okay, and then we're going to make...
Well, my salvo.
Oh, yeah, you have a salvo.
So I have a red and a black. I'm dropping the red. Let's hit you with black for nothing. Because that would be great if I actually could hit you back with something, John.
Now we're going to take a long-range shot against the front of this CR coming in, because you might as well throw dice.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
So you can take 3, actually. Let's re-roll this one.
LTTs?
LTTs into a blank. 2. You just cancel it, and we'll
So,
move on.
you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to cancel it, and yeah, it's gone.
And then we're going to move 1 straight ahead. And land right here.
Activating Radiant 7. I have an engineering. We're going to take that as a token and comsnet that to the Acclamator. Then I'm going to make a shot my front to the front of the Munificent. Pretty sure we're medium. Yeah. So that's 2 reds and a blue. For block the salvo, take 2.
We will brace it to 1.
I could shoot long range obstructed. That's going to be 1 die. You're just going to put it back, so I'm not even bothered to fire your other ship. So we're just going to go right to movement. Speed 3. And I am going to ram you and then overlap a bunch of my stuff. So, John, I think we're going to need to mark your ship. I'm not overlapping that for sure. I think he got away, but those 2 you have to place.
This ship is finally going to play the game. Nav, take it. We are going to throw an engineering over here, and we're going to take an engineering ourselves. And then we're going to move speed 1, turning it like this. Yeah, let's double crank it. I can do that, right? Yep. Cool. Whammo.
Activate the other consular nav. Let's use it. I've got no shots because everything's out of medium range. Jumping to speed 2 with the dial. We're going to do this maneuver here. And I should clear the asteroids. I do, by a healthy margin. Squadron phase, I have 1 squadron. And we're just going to move this guy right onto the asteroid field, like so.
Okay, at the end of the round, I will score another victory token.
So here we go with my activation. We're going to activate the Acclamator before it dies. Squadron, use it as the dial. Spending out the engineering token, I get 1 shield. So let's put it over here for right now. See if that winds up working out for me or not. Let's activate a bunch of squadrons. No Ahsoka, I get 3. because we're just going to go in and bomb stuff, and I should be fine on all of these. Yeah. So let's start with this guy over here, Arc 170 bombing into the front of the Munificent. Okay, and there goes. I gotta get better at this. I do have the Plo Koon thingy, and then I can Bomber Command to re-roll that. So that's hit, crit, and you may not brace.
Crit is your yaw value is reduced, and then I take a damage. Thruster control malfunction.
Okay. Second squadron I'm going to activate. I'm going to actually activate Oddball, because why not? And just move him up. Because now I get to use him with rerolls. So, still 2 blues. Alright, Plo Koon, let's put him there now. Reroll that.
It doesn't matter, I
Bomber
explode.
Command, but you're gonna explode. I've got one more fighter to do, and I'm gonna take this V-19 that's hiding in the back, I believe. Can it reach? I'm wondering how many of these I'm gonna overlap. So he can make it just next to Dis or Pap, or whichever one this one is. This is Pap close to me, right?
Yep.
And I am going to attack that generic there.
Okay, so you are not attacking Pap, so I'm just going to apply 1 damage to you right now because you will end in.
Yeah, I'm gonna end my activation next to him. So, all right, here we go. 3 blues and a red, and I'm gonna have blue with flight controllers. For 3, I think I killed it.
I do. I counter you for 2. For tick 2.
Okay. Well, then he's
Pin him down for you.
yeah. Now I get to actually shoot, but there's no ship there, so let's go after squadrons. Which ones can I hit? We'll go out the front and flak. I think I can get...
Nope.
No, so
Keep 3.
the front 3. So I'm rolling blacks, 2 blacks.
Okay, generic first.
Let's do the generic first for 2.
Takes 2. Then Dis or Pelt.
Let's do Dis first. Dis takes 1.
I'll just take 1.
And Pap takes 2.
We will scatter that away.
Maybe speed 2. And I think I'm actually just going to move straight, because I think that'll force the Providence to shoot the side. So I'm going to overlap Dis for sure, and him.
All of them except yours.
Yep. Well, there you go, John. You can... He doesn't move. That, I believe, is going to be a dead Acclamator.
We're going to activate the hard cell. We're revealing a nav. We're going to take it. I have Ken out my side and my front at medium range. So we're going to make those shots. So we're going to start with the cheeky blue into your front.
Mm-hmm.
For a hit.
Okay, so we are going to redirect that to the side that has
The shield.
Ash Shield. And we're at medium range right now?
We are.
So let's get the ball rolling. I'm going to go ahead and salvo back then also. So I get a black that I can use at medium. All right, here we go. For 1. I can't really...
I just take it to the side. There's no reason to try to re-roll that into a double. Okay, so now our front shot into your front, and it's 2 reds and a blue, and I need a hit.
Well, you've got the hits, so I'm clearly going to salvo you back again, and I'll die in the process. So it's a dead ship, and I salvo back with a black and a red. Let's get something here. 3.
You can re-roll the double.
2 and action, so 1.
I will just take it on the front.
Okay, and that's that.
And then we're going to accelerate to speed 2. Landing us right here.
Activating Radiant 7. Engineering, let's use it as the dial. 2 engineering points will get me 1 shield on the front. I'm going to take my first shot from my side to the side of the Providence, so 2 reds. For 2, can't really do anything with that, so...
I take 2 and I salvo you.
Okay.
So that's going to be the evil rainbow against you.
Yeah, because of Flak Guns.
Yep. We will LTT the red. And then make it into a crit.
So we're going to completely spend that out to cancel...
You can have me re-roll, it's not
we're
canceling.
at medium range, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Reroll just the double for now. Well, I'm going to decide the other defense tokens in a minute.
For 3.
All right, 3 is better than what
4.
we get. Yeah. We're going to. Yeah, we'll redirect, which will eliminate all my shields.
To the rear?
Yeah, so it'll be 1 to the rear, 2 off the side, and I still have 1 left. So my front shot, on the other hand, I'm going to fire at... I'm going to flak. I only have 1 of your squadrons in range at close.
Yeah, I really made a mistake. I could have done the exact same thing, but out of range.
So we're going to just shoot at that. I need 1 hit, and I'm firing with black dice. So here we go. Please be hit. It is! So I killed 1. Now I'm going to move. And that will keep me. We're gonna do this. I think I might be just in or out of your side arc. I'm landing on those 2 guys. Real question is if I'm in your side arc. I think I am.
Don't really care. I can shoot you out the rear. That's all I really need.
I'm just curious, maneuver-wise. Yeah, I got away from it.
And I just want to be outside of range 1. Like that. Okay, so we're going to activate my last ship, which is the Providence. We're going to reveal squadron, so I can activate all 4 of my squadrons that I still have. Boop. And then we're going to spend the engineering off to get that super Wat Tambor effect to regenerate these 2 shields.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome. Yep, that's pretty awesome. And then what we're going to do is, with those 4 fighters, we're going to shoot into the front with this guy.
Okay.
With a black dice. For hit. That takes off the shield.
There goes the shield.
That's really what I needed. And then this guy is going to come up, and he can pretty much move wherever he wants. And he's going to land, really just going to attempt to lock down these guys.
Okay.
Stay out of range of everything else. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this guy, and we're going to snipe at that guy. So I'm gonna get snipe 3, and now I get swarm. He's dead.
Yeah, there's 2. So he's gone.
Ooh.
Do not get anything else with him.
And then we're going to maneuver him to be blocking just these. Actually, we're going to move him here. I want to still be able to maneuver him this night. So that's it. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to shoot your ship again and see what comes up for a hit.
So, was the other one bomb with also a black?
Neither of them are bombers, but both of them shoot ships with blacks.
Okay. To go ahead and re-roll it. Okay.
And then it's going to move up to here. I want to stay out of range of things.
Okay.
So, like, right there. And then I really need to get this guy to shoot you.
Okay.
So he's going to shoot you as well, because I need that 1 damage, I believe. My fighters just don't do anything. And then we move him. And we're going to move him to hang out right here, only being engaged with that guy. And then I gotta shoot. And we're gonna shoot starting out my rear into you, and I need 3 hits.
Okay.
And we're going to LTT this. For kaboom, your ship explodes.
Guessing getting a crit and it goes. So just for the viewers at home, the crit is disengage fire control. So I can't shoot at things, but I'm dead, so can't shoot at anything anyways.
And then we're going to shoot out the side at medium range into the side of your...
Delta?
Yes. Side... What did I say? Front?
Side to side, I thought.
Yeah, side to side sounds
whatever
great.
you feel like shooting at.
Yep.
You can make a choice.
We'll shoot into your side.
Okay.
And then we'll LTT this one.
Yeah.
For take 5.
Take 5? Oh, I'm missing 1 over there. Into the side, I got 2 over there. We're at medium range, so re-roll the double, please.
4.
2. And I'm going to have you redirect. So we'll lose 1 and 1. Okay.
And then I move my blistering speed 1 straight ahead. And we're good.
Pelta, squadrons, we're going to use it as the dial, activating 2 squadrons. We're going to start with the V-19 over here, and we're going to go after, Flak is the one that has the...
If you near him.
Let's shoot at him. So I have 2 blues and a red. And nothing else. So here we go. For 1 hit, you are intentionally not engaged with anything else, right?
Yep.
So you take 1. Because I've got...
Okay, I take 1. I will counter you with 2.
Okay.
After my counter, you will take an additional damage.
Yep.
4, you're just dead.
So he's dead. We're going to move the Delta 7 I want it outside there, but in range here. So I think that'll do it. Yep, so Delta 7 against your Tri-Fighter. Delta 7 is 3 blues and a black. Depth 1. So that'll kill it.
And then I counter you with 2.
Counter me with 2.
Take 1.
And re-roll it for dodge.
For 1.
Still take 1, and I am not in. Wait. Yeah, it was him. You removed it from the board, and I already activated it. All right, those are my 2 activations. Now I'm just going to flak squadrons. So out the front, I can hit those 2, and out the side, I can hit this one.
Okay.
So let's go for the Tri-Fighter all by itself. For nothing. We'll go after Dis for 1.
We'll scatter it.
And after Pelp for 1.
And we're going to just take it.
Okay. I am moving right now at speed 2. Do a little jig jog like that, so I'm just going to move these out of the way so I can put the tool down. And overlap a few things here. So I'm overlapping Pelp for sure.
That's it.
Actually, that's it. I did bump this guy. My final activation, armed cruiser, confire, take it as a dial. I really only have 1 shot. It's obstructed against your Tri-Fighter. So I roll 2 goes to 1, so here's my 1 blue. We're going to confire in the other blue. And I have 2 hits.
He's on 1 health.
Everything else is out of range. I'm going to stay at speed 2. And do this, so...
Both those.
I don't know that it would overlap him. This guy I'm going to overlap.
He would be like right
I'll
there.
give it to you.
We're just moving him over here.
So squadrons, just me. I am going to start engaging your squadrons, so that arc's going to go there. I'm going to move this V-19 up over here, but I want to stay out of range here. But hit here. You okay with that?
Whatever.
There. And then this last guy over here, I'm going to bring to right behind these guys. There, that's it.
So I get another token for controlling the outpost, and we move on to turn 5. Trench is doing an engineering.
Going into turn 5, Pelta's going to activate first. We're discarding the top dial and showing squadrons. So let's use it. 2 squadrons. I'm going to start with this little guy over here. And we're going to shoot the Tri-Fighter on 1. So I get 2 blues and a red. Looking for 1 hit. Which I don't get.
Nothing else you can do with that.
No, there really isn't. So much for that. You can counter.
Woo! Counter 2, Ken. Here we go. Or take 1.
All right. I wanted to move him away. Not going to happen. Let's go ahead and then we're going to move Oddball. He's going to jump forward just a little bit so that he can shoot clearly at Pap. He gets 2 blues and a black. You get some re-rolls. 2 hits block your scatter. He's dead.
Yes, he will be. I will counter you with 2. We'll take 2.
So I will just brace that to 1 and take the damage. And then with the Pelta, I'm going to flak this in front of me with a blue for nothing.
Cool.
And can I get the other guy? Yeah, what the heck? Shoot at him too. For a hit, so that one's dead. Speed 2, maneuver around. Like so.
I'll move it. Hard cell goes. We have a nav. We're going to use parts resupply. Use the rest of it to pass it out like this. Trench says I get that. So we're going to then get 5 because I have 3. So what we're going to do is we're going to add 1 to the front, 1 over here, and I'm at full health. So, cool.
That works.
I'm not going to shoot anything because I don't think it really matters. So what we will do is we will just fly straight ahead 1, overlapping that guy.
Plot them right here.
Very good.
Activating the consular squadron. Let's go ahead and use it. And what I'm going to do is activate the Delta 7. We're just going to fly right up over here and shoot at this. So I get 4 blues and a black. For 3 hits, block your scatter.
It's gonna die. Kaboom. I counter you with 2.
Okay.
For take 1.
And I'll re-roll that with the dodge. Not that it matters. I still
1.
take it. Alright, so he goes down to 2. I'm going to spend the token here to jump to speed 3. And we're just going to start going away at this point.
Providence really has no shots, and I don't feel like flacking fighters that aren't going to die. So we're going to go ahead, speed 1 to there.
So I'm just going to move fighters away because I'm not going to kill that hard cell. So we'll just put it here and there, and this guy will move over here. There we go.
Okay, end of the turn. I score a token. So then we've talked it out. I have a trench style of a navigate, and this will have a navigate, and it's at full health. So Ken could activate 2 to shoot at me, and then move it. And then I will find a spot between speed 3 and speed 1 that it just won't matter. Like I could land right there, not take an asteroid, and be completely away from all of his fighters. This Providence, at this point, I can drop to speed 0.
Yeah. Even if you did, I would do 1 damage on his shield, worst case scenario. So,
I have full shield, so it won't
Yeah.
die, and I will claim the last token.
Yep.
So we're both pretty comfortable of saying that the game will end right here. Okay, welcome back. That was it felt like a close game to me, like down to the wire.
So it really kind of was, minus the victory points, which as always, that's usually where I buy
That's why I take contested outposts.
You did?
Every single time. It's just
I selected
3 points.
contested outposts too, so that's kind of half my fault, right?
Yes.
Final score, 181 for me. John, you had 195, and then 120 points, which we're not going to talk about those. So,
yeah, so
another 7-4.
It was within 14 points of actually things that were killed.
Right.
And then the victory points of 120 on top of it. That swung it my way, but it's 7-4, so...
So, a couple things that I noticed while playing. First of all, my list wasn't bad. I
liked your list.
I got some decent utility out of it. One or two things I might change. My fighters were pretty nasty. I have a new respect for Republic fighters. And then on your end, I was expecting the droid fighters to do a lot more, but man, the dice just hated you this game.
I think it was like 50% misses on black dice. It's crazy.
Initially, little strategy in here. When you set up your fleet, you kept the hard sell off in the corner. And in my mind, I'm sitting there thinking, okay, what's John up to? There's something he's thinking, something he's doing. And I couldn't quite figure out until about turn 4 where I realized you're just keeping it out of the way because I needed to kill that to have any real chance of winning the game.
Correct.
And so brilliant strategy there.
It's also why my Munificence started backwards, also dropped to... If your Acclamator wasn't coming in at speed 3, it would have been another turn just sitting there at speed 0.
Well, and that's why I jumped it at speed 3, because I knew I needed to come in. My hope was to kind of come around, take the Munificent, take out the hard cells, and hopefully waste out most of your fighters. I accomplished the one goal. All your fighters were gone. And 2, I got a
You got the Munificent.
That was such a minor thing. Actually, I think sum total, all your fighters and the Munificent were worth almost about the same. So
yeah, every part of my fleet is pretty much worth the same amount of points.
Minus Trench, which is a little bit more.
Yeah.
What did you think of Trench?
So, I still don't like him. And the reason for that is you want to be doing multiple commands to utilize him. I think using Concentrate Fire is a really poor use of any ship, pretty much. So I'm not going to be building him for Concentrate Fire. So you kind of want to be Squadron, but at the same time, my Squadrons, they just didn't do anything, so they didn't matter. But I felt good about using that and then using Engineering to try to keep him alive, which I was able to do.
You kept your ships in perfect shape.
Used the Engineering plus Dial for decent effect, and that's awesome. But then my fighters just didn't help me. He's a really, if I were to build a fighter build, I would choose any of the other commanders. I think any of the other commanders would have been better because then I would have had more upgrades.
Except for Grievous.
No, Grievous would have been fine.
Grievous. That's true, he's cheaper.
He's cheaper, and all 8 of my squadrons died. That's 8 tokens back.
That is true.
And that's tokens back on my fighters. Or it's tokens back on my ships. Any other commander would have been better for me. That's my hot take on it.
Providence. That was a ship that I didn't really touch. It's a tank. And I had my choice of going after the Providence or going after the rest of your fleet, and I don't think I could have taken that Providence down without losing more, and that would have been about the only thing I think I could have taken down.
Yeah. This is a continuation of this double salvo Providence that's on our channel, that it's never been attacked or really killed. It's just left there. So I guess it works. But
it's scary.
Yeah. I mean, I think I did more damage to you on salvo than I did on my actual attacks.
Yeah, you did some serious damage, especially to the Radiant 7, which I'm really beginning to wonder if I'm going to include that in too many more of my builds. It just didn't quite do what I wanted it to do. I think I would have gotten more mileage out of a Pelta with the extra squadrons.
Yep, so, I completely agree with that.
So there you go. That would be one of my changes, would be adding a Pelta to replace Radiant 7.
Okay, so the question for this week is, what do you think of Trench and how would you use him?
So we're going to definitely want to put a special shout out to all of our patron members who help make all our videos possible and are supporting us. If you would like to become a member on our Patreon, you will find the link right here.
Okay, also check out the description for all the links to our social media like Facebook and our Discord. Come talk to us over on Discord. Like the video, comment on the video. If you're not already subscribed, subscribe for more great Armada content.
All right, until next time, everyone, I'm Ken.
I'm John.
This is IM Radio.